Mrs. Eggleton?
Oh, no. Couldn't leave her now. Not now she's come round. 'Cause she might have woken up in the middle of the night and been terrified on her own.
Kathy hasn't come round as such.
No, but she started to move and I'm sure she's trying to speak. So that's got to be good news, hasn't it?
She's made some progress, yes.
Well, there you go then. Did you hear that, Kathy, love? He says he's ever so pleased with you. And we're going to have you up and about in no time.
Will there be any family in this afternoon?
No, well, her mother's in Scarborough. She's looking after Kathy's niece for the time being, because her brother... Well, Lee said soon as mended there. But you don't have to worry about that, Doctor. Because if you need to have a medical chat with anybody, you can have it with me. Because I'll make sure everything's passed on correctly.
Hey, Sugden, do you let him eat inside the house with you, or does he go out to the trough with the other animals? Poor little charity case. Get stuffed. He's all red and breathless. Now I know he fancies me, Donna. I'd rather be dead. Even better. You and me break time out here. And know it to me with your begging balls. I've told you, I don't fight with lassies. Don't worry, I'll tie my hands behind my back to make it fair. She's dead hard, you know. Do you think I'm scared?
I'll be with you in a minute. Mrs. Kirk.
Oh, please, Lisa, call me Barbara.
Oh, OK, then. I must say, I didn't expect to see you here. Are you after something fixing?
You've read my mind. I've come for a talk. A little bit of sense, that's what's needed.
Oh. Better sit down.
No, thanks, I'll stand.
What is it, Barbara?
Patrick, what else?
Paddy?
You see, that's just what I mean. He was never a Paddy till he came here and got involved with her, your Mandy. That boy's got the world at his feet.
So has our Mandy. Anyway, I don't know what your problem is. They've split up.
For now. But she's got a hold on him.
Have you never thought he might just love her?
Rubbish. What does he know about love?
Probably more than he should, seeing as he's your son. I'm sorry, Barbara, that was uncalled for, but if you've come in here looking for an ally, you've come to the wrong place. It's their choice. We shouldn't be meddling.
I suppose I should have expected this attitude.
Why's that?
You've never had a child of your own, have you, dear?
I beg your pardon?
Don't even rise to it, Petal. She's not worth it.
Just dropped by to say Betty won't be coming in. She stayed at the hospital.
Why, what's happened?
Kathy started to come round.
When?
Last night.
I can't believe it.
Brilliant, isn't it? Best bit of news we've had in weeks. Let's see.
Any kid of yours wouldn't be good enough for our Mandy. You'd rather crush his soul than see him happy. And if he turned out like you, it'd be a tragedy for her.
Finally, we agree on something. That's all I needed to hear.
On the other hand, we could always sort him out if he turned a bit snooty.
You wouldn't dare.
And I've got this lovely image of him tipping up his wage every Friday. Might be worth having a snob in the family for all that lovely lolly.
You're evil! The lot of you!
I thought they'd split up.
Apparently she knows something we don't. As if we didn't have enough on our plates.
Teacher's coming!
Get back into class, everyone, now!
Sir, he jumped on me. He's been picking on me for days. Oh, no, he haven't.
If you're being picked on, you do not slug it out in the yard.
He says you should kill people in the Bible, but that never stopped anybody. And he's totally messed my hair up.
Would you like to make a complaint against Andy?
Oh, that's not fair. No, I just want to forget all about it. As long as it don't happen again. Sir, she's making a mug of you.
You do not hit girls. Do you understand me? Ever.
But, sir...
Go on early lunch and report to me in the staff room. You can think about your behaviour while you're on litter duty.
Thought the Mason's shut today.
I thought we were supposed to support our local corner shop.
Be no skin off my nose if you didn't.
12.57, please, Kim. Oh, dear, I'm afraid I've only got 10 with me.
I'll cash your family credit if you like. Viv doesn't allow tick for ex-millionaires.
Don't be silly, Kelly. Kim's as honest as the day is long. You can bring it in later, love. Thank you so much.
Have you heard the news?
Yeah? Kim can't pay for shopping. It's terrible, isn't it?
No, it's about Kathy.
God, what's happened?
Jack and Betty went to see her in hospital. She's come out of the coma.
So, is she going to be okay?
Well, yeah, let's hope so.
Did she manage to speak to them? I mean, do they know if there's any permanent damage?
Well, you couldn't get bashed by a car like that and get away with it unscathed. Nobody's that lucky. In my opinion, anyway.
Kathy's been through a lot in the past, but she's always managed to come through, and she will do now.
Of course she will.
Bad news follows good. Barbara, what's wrong?
It really is just the limit. Will you come for a drink with me, Viv? I need to steady my nerves.
Well, the pub's not open yet, and I can't really leave the shop. Will you look after things for 5 minutes?
Do you have any sherry in?
Of course I do.
They're up to something. You feel any sharp pains with the voodoo sister sticking pins in your effigy?
Do you want paying for this?
Have it. I know everyone thinks I'm a hard-faced little cow, but I'm really glad for Kathy. I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Another successful eviction?
Not at all. I'm just preparing the place for a new tenant. I think she'll be very happy here.
You? You're moving into the village?
Much as I like your brother, I've heard one conspiracy theory too many from him. You can't live and work in the same place.
Well, I don't expect a full compliment at the housewarming.
Zoe, if people's opinions of me were a problem, I'd never have become a lawyer. I'd be a nurse or a sweet little country vet.
You have the news?
What news?
Well, look, if I tell you, will you promise to spread it? I'm making myself hoarse just talking about it. It's times like this you realise how important Betty is.
He said it would be worth having my son in the family just to get his hands on Patrick's money. That blatant. I thought if I could only reason with Lisa.
No luck then?
Can you believe it? She said I had no love in me.
Oh, never. Oh, look, I know you're upset, Barbara, but Mandy and Paddy have split up. Don't you think you're overreacting just a little bit?
A parent knows these things, Viv. I know and Zach knows that those kids have got feelings for each other. It's your job, isn't it, when you're a mother, to know exactly what your child's thinking?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
If I don't stop it, it'll only be a matter of time before she's dragging him up the aisle by the wage packet.
11 o'clock. Coffee time. I'll put the kettle on. Of course, you could always buy them off. A couple of crates of lager and a few shiny beads should do it for a dingle. Do you take sugar?
Have you spoken to the hospital today?
No. Should I have done?
Kathy's come out of the coma.
Well, that's fantastic news. Has she talked to the police yet?
For heaven's sake, Chris, the woman's barely conscious. You don't just wake up and ask for room service and a detective to chat to.
Right. Where's Marchant?
I will not have you using this to get at Steve.
Using what?
It would appear Kathy's on the mend.
And she's talking to the police right now.
You know, for someone who cares about Kathy, you are very sick. She hasn't spoken to anyone yet, Steve.
Oh, believe me, I want her to talk as soon as possible. Anything to show what a paranoid nutcase he is.
Can we talk? Woman to woman.
We can talk however you like, Barbara. I take it I still can call you Barbara.
I bet you've called me worse.
Well, I try not to. At least I do try.
I know you probably think I've judged you harshly.
I'm a dingle. It's like water off a duck's back. And, well, you're entitled to your opinion.
But I do love my son, whatever you may think.
Where's this heading?
And I only want what's best for him. The best.
Me and Paddy are finished, Mrs. Kirk. His loyalty was to his bank balance and his job. Mine's to my family. I made that choice.
This is nice. How much you asking for it?
You can have it for 10.
5 to anyone else, I suppose.
Check the tag, it's marked at 15.
Oh, so it is. I must admit, you've got a good eye for clothes. Or for selling, anyway. It's just a shame you're shutting up here. Nobody can see what you're selling.
I'm managing, thank you.
I could put some business your way. I could put a business your way.
I don't need your help.
A few £1,000 says you do. I'm prepared to set you up in proper premises, all above board.
What's the catch?
You stay away from my son.
Fine, it's a deal. Let's shake on it.
Right away. If Patrick stays in Emmerdale, you leave. Harrogate. Richmond, perhaps. Another recession, they'll be biting your hands off at these prices. Any profit's your own to keep. You won't be sorry.
But I am sorry. For you. And I'm sorry for Paddy for having you as a mother. I live here in this village with my family. And that makes me richer than you'll ever be. Not for sale, Barbara.
Steve?
Can't stop to talk, Kim.
Hang on. I only want a quick word.
What?
You haven't heard, then? Kathy's in the clear.
Oh, I've heard all right. Chris has been goading me about it.
Well, this is really good news, isn't it? I mean, it should be a relief.
You weren't the one who hit her.
It was an accident.
Leave it out, Kim, I'm busy.
Where's your stupid friend? Getting someone to do a French homework for her. Chelsea's right. Old blokes are thick. That teacher's even easier to push over than you are. Yeah, well, she'll get it when he finds out what she's like. But he's not going to find out, is he? I hear you, Donna Winter! Are you all right? Look what you've done! You broke it! You better get me a new one. No chance. It's only off the market. You probably nicked it anyway. You're gonna get it, and I mean it. Ooh, I'm shaking in my shoes. You're the one on the deck, your charity case.
Have you finished with the kitchen table, Grandad? I thought I'd do us a nice late lunch, better than a sandwich.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Yeah, very sweet.
I didn't say you were invited. Your books all tally up nicely, then?
Well, not exactly, no. They do tally, but we've gone rather over budget for this month.
It's that tally from the cash and carry, isn't it? I'm really sorry, Grandad. I'll take it back.
No, I wouldn't hear of it.
Honestly, I can make do with the radio in my room.
No, you'll do no such thing. But if you could just keep an eye on what's spent at the cash and carry. It was very sweet of you to go in the first place.
Thanks, Grandad. You're a sweetheart. Oops. Somebody tells me to spend money. I spend money. I don't want Grandad to think I'm taking advantage.
Oh, don't worry. I'd make it a good dinner, though.
I think you mean lunch, Terry.
I'd love to. But you'd never ask.
Do give my best to Kathy when you see her later on.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
What can I get you?
I'll come back in a minute.
Hi, Rachel. Terry's just told me about Kathy. Great news.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry if I was short with you.
I like kids, despite being a teacher. And I'm perfectly capable of entertaining a toddler for half an hour. It's a relief after the teenage monsters.
Well, Joseph's certainly taken with you.
Told you that, did he? Look, if you need to get to the hospital and you want to spend more time with Kathy, you only have to ask.
You babysit properly? Not that you haven't been babysitting properly before, but just, you know, more permanent rather than casual?
I'm not sure I could offer you anything permanent.
I didn't mean permanent like that kind of permanent. I meant, you know, more every now and again. We are still talking about babysitting, aren't we?
Well, what else would we be talking about? Drink?
White wine, please.
Well, I don't understand it, Doctor. I mean, she hasn't uttered a word or really opened her eyes or anything. Oh, Jack!
How is she?
Why, I'm glad you've come, 'cause I can't make head nor tail of what he's trying to say to me.
Yes, well, I'm glad you've come as well. I'm trying to explain to Mrs. Eggleton that Kathy hasn't regained consciousness fully.
Yet. You tell him about the breathing apparatus.
We've taken her off the ventilator and she's breathing on her own.
So that's got to be good news.
It means that she can breathe independently, but there's still no indication that she hasn't sustained any other damage caused by the contusion. When she wakes up, we'll have a clearer idea of her condition.
Well, that's all very fine and fancy, but we prefer straight talking, please.
I think the doctor's trying to say that he can't tell if there's any lasting damage, Betty.
Do you mean she might never get back to normal?
I'm hopeful for more than a partial recovery. That's all I can say. I'm sorry.
Hey, people won't want to buy them after you've made them all grubby.
So much for your suggestion, Vivian.
What suggestion?
Trying to encourage certain people to back off certain people by means of fiscal persuasion.
You suggested that?
What? I still don't know what she's talking about.
Well, anyway, it didn't work. She's staying put. Prayer, that's all I've got left now.
You need a lot more than that. Mandy and Paddy are destined to be together. Any fool could tell you as much. And Mandy'd be glad you can't stand her. 'Cause at least when you're the mother-in-law from hell, she won't have to see you. And you make me sick as well.
No more biscuits, you'll spoil your tea.
Oh, but I'm starving.
You had to go on early dinner.
Why didn't you have lunch with Robert?
So I wanted to play footy with my mates. I don't have to eat with him every day.
Yeah, all right. Have it your own way.
Hey, no need to get snappy.
Is Kathy better then?
No, she's getting there, son.
Jack, I wish you'd go to the hospital and drag Betty home before they admit her. You said you'd go half an hour ago.
Sorry, miss. You behave, you two boys.
I counted those biscuits. Come and help me with the washing, Victoria.
Do you want to play on the computer? You better keep your trap shut about what happened at school. You nearly blurted it there.
I wouldn't have said anything that mattered. Did she hurt you?
Who?
Chelsea.
Don't be stupid.
Please yourself.
You know, they've got laws to stop people like you. Stalking, that's what they call it. Hanging around with little twisted ideas.
Believe me, I'd like to see a lot less of you.
Well, then what'll it take? Because I'll do anything to get you out my sight. I mean, do you want me to stand on the bar tonight and tell him how much I hate him face to face?
You'd see it for what it was, a dramatic gesture. I bet you're good at those.
Well, don't say I didn't try. I get stuff, you crazy old bat.
You could marry somebody else.
What?
You heard. You asked me how you could prove you didn't want him. Well, this would do it. And it'd certainly finish it for Patrick. Oh, I'd pay thousands to attend that wedding.
I'm going to assume you've had a few too many sherries today, because you're dribbling on like a demented nutter. You've lost the plot, Barbara. Go away.
You'd still have your beloved clan and money in the bank. If you say you don't love him, prove it. We could all be happy.
So you never went back to university?
I didn't see the point. Everything had changed and I wanted my old friends around me.
You're an intelligent person, Rachel.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're smart, efficient, much cleverer than the head.
Are you saying that I'm underachieving?
I believe everyone should make full use of their full potential.
But I am. I'm happy doing what I'm doing and being where I am. I have learnt one thing in life, and that is, if you find a bit of happiness, don't question it. Thanks for the lift. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Thinking about it already? Good. You know it makes sense.
Bog off.
Hi.
Hi. Something's bothering you.
What do you mean?
You've been to the pub.
Just a quick one after work.
Steve, you smell like you've been swimming in it. I thought you'd be really pleased about Kathy. She survived, thank God. Almost maybe want to spend some of the money. I was short in the shop today.
Yeah, great. Let's throw a party.
What is wrong with you?
Kathy survived it. But they don't know if she'll walk or talk. She might not have any memory, who knows?
Steve, tell me again what happened. You never saw Kathy?
No.
And you're sure she didn't see you?
I don't know.
But before she started coming round, you were sure.
And now I'm not. They don't know she'll recover, and I don't know she didn't see me before I hit her. I mean, for God's sake, in the first place, I thought it was a deer I'd hit.
I was born in this house. Kids were and all. I honestly thought I'd breathe my last here.
For heaven's sake, Zach, don't be so morbid.
You know what I mean? Certainty. That's what I'm talking about. You're the only thing I can be certain of now. That's all right, isn't it, Lisa?
You won't get rid of me, no matter how fast you run.
As usual, I'm ranting and raving while you go off and get us all organised.
I don't want to live in an housing estate any more than you do.
Had to be done and you did it. Promise you won't leave me, Lisa. I'll be finished if I didn't have you.
I love you. Might be balmy, but I do. You could make me happy wherever we live. Hello, have you come to take a last look and all?
Something like that. I'm so sorry, Uncle Zach. I thought Paddy loved this family and I hate him for what he's done.
Come on.
I can't, Lisa. My legs won't work. I want to be inside. I want to go home.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, love. Come on now, Zach. There's nothing left to see.
I hate you, Paddy Kirk. I really hate you.